Alrighty, howdy, fellows and fellas and fellies. Hello and welcome to another video. So, as you can see right here, we have a tier maker. So we're gonna do a tier list video on every single card in the game. Now, it only doesn't. This tier list doesn't have like maybe one or two cards that are out right now, and the heal spell should be heal or battle healer. You know, it's close enough. So let's get straight into it. So this video is going to be a little bit longer, so I am sorry about that, but it's going to be a little bit longer this time. Here we go. Let's start off with the first guy. We have Dart Goblin. Now, Dart Goblin, for 3 elixir, he does a lot of damage. He can get in like 400 damage before he dies, just on a tower. And he's also really good against air, so I'm going to put him in. I mean, just because he has so much low health, I'm going to go in, you know, he's literally, you know. Minor. Okay, he's ha level. Honestly, best card in the game. 3 elixir. He counters Mega Knight P.E.K.K.A. He stops, like, he beats Skarmy. He can take out Dark Prince, level 15 mini P.E.K.K.A. Golem he counters. He counters Giant. Valkyrie he counters really well. He also counters minions. Any air attack he counters for 3 elixir is really good. Giant Snowball is ew. I'm sorry, but if you use Giant Snowball, get out. It's so bad. Use Zap. There's so many better spells than Giant Snowball, honestly. This next spell is Freeze. Now, Freeze is really good. Freeze, especially if you're playing it with, like, Lumberloon, which is a Lumberjack and a Balloon. It's really good. Lumberloon Freeze is, that's a good push that I know a lot of people use. It's just a really great card all around because it does like level 9 or level 10 or level 11, one of those two. It does like 30 damage to tower anyway. So if you just need a little bit of tower damage, you can use Freeze to do it. Graveyard is ew. I mean, let's be real here. It's so bad. It spawns a couple skeletons and there's any card in the game counters it. I mean, it's just not good. Except for like, yeah, pretty much any card that's like skeletons, the 1 elixir, and pretty much anything counters it. It's just not good. Next one is Minion Horde. Now, I'm gonna put Minion Horde in trash, alright, because Minion Horde just can be countered by like a high level zap for 2 elixir, or Arrows counters it, or like Fire Spirit does a lot of damage, Wizard, Hunter, anything with like a little bit of splash damage just destroys Minion Horde. And I mean, if you use it in a right way, I guess you could put it up to but honestly most people don't, and it's just super easy to counter. Next card is Valkyrie, and Valkyrie is almost ha level, but she's just not up there with Miner. Miner's just in a class of its own, honestly. So I'm gonna have to put her in good because she's like a tank. She does a lot of damage to tower, area damage, just really good overall. Yeah, so that's why she's in good. For only 4 elixir, she can stop like Mega Knight. Really good at countering pushes. Next card is Wizard. I'm gonna put Wizard in good because he does a lot of splash damage. He's super helpful behind pushes. Really good at countering. Really good like paired with like a P.E.K.K.A. Golem. He's just really good. As more of a support guy in my opinion. That's how I like using him. Sparky, I'm sorry, but Sparky's trash. Okay, for 6 elixir, there's just so many things to counter it. Like, there's no point in using it. There's just, everybody has something that counters Sparky. Like, it's probably the easiest card in the game to counter, besides, like, 3 Musketeers. Sparky's just not good. Next card is Cannon, and I'm gonna put Cannon in because I know if you're playing like 2.6 Hog Cycle, Cannon's really good at defending, but honestly, it's just super easy to take out and really not a great tower because it barely does any damage. Next card, 3 Musketeers. Ew. 9 elixir. 9 elixir for 3 Musketeers. Lightning counters, Skarmy counters, Giant Skeleton probably counters with bomb damage, Elite Barbs counters, Hunter counters if it gets a hit off, you know? Like, it's just not good. It's a trash card. Fireball, if used correctly, counters. Yeah, for 9 elixir, definitely not worth it. Would never use it in an actual deck. Next card is arrows, and I'm gonna put arrows. It's gonna have to go in E because it's like a mix of zap and fireball. It's like right in between. Well, it is 43 elixir. And it's really good at taking out like guards, any minions. But honestly, I'd rather either use zap or fireball. I use fireball personally. So that's what I use instead of that. Next card up, we have a giant skeleton. Now, giant skeleton is good. Okay, a lot of people are gonna say, "Ooh, he's trash," but no, the bomb damage when he dies is just insane. Plus, he does like 200, 300 damage a hit on tower. And he's pretty tanky, so he's really good. Larry's god tier. Larry is god tier. He if you play him right, he can counter Sparky. He stops, like I said, Elite Barbs, P.E.K.K.A, Mega Knight, Lava Hound, Golem, a Royal Giant. He counters Inferno Dragon, minions, Spear God. Like, he just counters so much stuff. It's not even funny. For one elixir, like, arguably, some would say better than Miner. But yeah, Larry's definitely better than like any Mega Knight or P.E.K.K.A. Next card up is Lumberjack, and I'm gonna put Lumberjack in good because honestly, it does a lot of damage to the tower when it hits, and plus it drops the rage spell, so it's really good when it's paired up like with I know a lot of people play Lumberloon, like I said earlier, with the freeze. So play like a balloon as well, and that's a super hard push to counter unless you don't have like Hunter or something like that. Next card up is Furnace, and I'm gonna put Furnace in E because if it's not high enough level, then the fire spirits just die to the tower, the archer tower. But it's really good. I don't know, behind a push or just getting in a little bit of damage every time it spawns a fire spirit on the tower. So that's why I like it. Spirit golems are gonna be trash. Honestly, they're not good. They're just so easy to counter. They barely do any damage, so they're not that great. Clone is ew. I'm sorry, but if you use clone, it's one hit, and all of those things die. Like anything, literally anything counters it. Anything that does a tiny bit of damage. It's just not good. I hope you don't use it. Next card is Rascals. Rascals are also ew. Not a good card. The two like ladies behind her die to anything. Like I swear, like a zap would kill them. And the big man is not even long range. So for 5 elixir, he's just not good. Next card is Barbarians. Ew. I'm sorry, but Barbarians, Fireball. Scar me. They're not good. Mega Knight. They're just bad overall, so I hate them. Next up we got Hunter. And asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said Hunter is trash or ew. Now Hunter's good because, like I said earlier, it can counter the up close damage is just crazy. So it counters like Lumberjack and Lumberjack, Balloon, Lumberloon. It can do a lot of damage against Mega Knight if played right. Pretty much any card it just does a ton of damage to up close. Next card up is Tesla. And I'm gonna put that in good as well because it goes underground if nothing's nearby, which is really good. And it's just a great card on defense overall. I wish it stunned because then it would be like hee ha level, but it doesn't. Next card up, Larry's Family. Larry's Family it's just up there with Larry and Miner. I mean, Larry's Family is elite. Okay, when they band together, they're stronger than any E-Giant. Stronger than any Golem, stronger than any Royal Giant, stronger than any Mega Knight, stronger than any P.E.K.K.A. Because when family comes together, you can do anything, okay? When family comes together, anything is possible. So that's why they are hee ha level. Next card up is going to be Electro Dragon. Now, he's trash. Okay, Electro Dragon stuns, but for 5 elixir? Come on. The damage isn't even that good. Like, who's spending 5 elixir for a card that, I mean, sure, okay, so it stops Sparky and Inferno Tower, Inferno Dragon, but honestly, it's just not that great. Overall, personally, I would never use it. Next card up is Ice Golem. Ice Golem is going to go in 2 because it can, like, a Mega Knight. It can distract a Mega Knight and drag it all the way over. A lot of people do that, or like pack up. And it's just a really great card on defense. Next card up, Mega Knight. Mega Knight is he all level for sure, no doubt in my mind. The spawn damage, the jump damage, the damage area overall, the area damage, much better than P.E.K.K.A. Anybody that says different is stupid. Clearly don't know how to play the game, and are probably in Arena 1. Mega Knight is just the best card in the game, besides Miner, Larry, and Larry's family. So it's honestly just a really great card on offense and defense. So that's why it's got to be there. Hog Rider's got to be he all level as well. I mean, it's a classic. It's the big man with the hammer, okay? He's Hog Rider. Like, there's no explanation needed. Next card, minions trash. Get them out of here. They're just like the Spirit Goblins. They just suck. They're just not good. So I would never use them. Inferno Dragon's gonna be eh. Okay. No, it's eh. Inferno Dragon's definitely eh. I don't know. I don't like it that much. It's super easy to counter. It's just not that great overall. Next shadow is Musketeer, and I'm going to put it in eh as well, along with the Cannon, because both of them are used in like 2.6 Hog Cycle decks. And Musketeer doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't know why a lot of people use it. Like, I'd rather use Hunter. But, you know, she's eh. Yeah, so, next card up is Executioner, and I'm going to put Executioner in eh as well. Because for 5 elixir, you're getting a card that, in my opinion, is worse than Wizard. Personally, I think it's like a downgraded Wizard. I don't know. It just doesn't do as much damage and isn't as good, in my opinion. So that's why it's going to be eh. Next card up, we got Zap. And I'm going to put Zapping good, just because if it's only 2 elixir, it can stop pretty much any minions, as long as it's like a decently high level. It can stop a Sparky, or like Stunner, I mean. Stun an Inferno Tower if you're trying to make a push. Stun an Inferno Dragon if it's coming at you. It's just a really great card overall. It stops a lot of Skarmy, Bats, anything pretty much. Next card up is going to be Guards. And honestly, the Guards are ew. I'm sorry, but the Guards just aren't good. For 3 elixir, you're getting a card that sucks. It just sucks. It's not good on defense. It's just not good overall. Elite Barbs are going to be good because I hate them. So they're not hee-hee-haw level. And honestly, why does it say hee-hee-haw? It's not a word. Like, Google clearly doesn't know what hee-hee-haw is. Like, oh my gosh. But anyway, Elite Barbs are just... Plus, they're pretty easy to counter, but Elite Barbs are just... you know, I hate them, but they're just really good. Next card up is Prince. Prince is going to be good. Prince can counter a Mega Knight. I mean, it's just got a lot of counters, but it also does a lot of damage. It's got its run. So it's just a great card overall. Now, this little guy right here, this Heal Spirit, was taken out of the game, and we got a Heal Spell was taken out of the game, and instead we replaced it with Heal Spirit and Battle Healer. So for basing it off of the Battle Healer and Heal Spirit, it's going to be trash. Battle Healer and Heal Spirit just aren't good, in my opinion. Heal Spell, top tier. Battle Healer and Heal Spirit, trash. So that's why Heal Spell is going to be there. Next card up is Log. Log's going to be hee-hee. No, Log's good. It's not hee-hee-hee-haw level, though. I don't think I can put a spell up there. But yeah, Log is really good because it pushes cards back, takes out Skarmy, hits tower. You can mirror it to do like 170 damage if you want. Why not? So honestly, it's just a good card. It can counter a lot of pushes. Then the next card way up is Bomb Tower. Bomb Tower is trash. It's the worst tower in my opinion. No, probably, yeah, it's bad. It's probably worse than Cannon in my opinion. It's just not a great card, I don't think. Yeah. Next card up is Inferno Tower. Inferno Tower isn't good for sure. It's really good at stopping Mega Knight, P.E.K.K.A.s, and pretty much any heavy target. Really great. And just, yeah, it's just a really great card. Next card up, we have the Ice Spirit. Now, I'm gonna put Ice Spirit in because Personally, I would rather use Fire Spirit or Electro Spirit, which unfortunately is not on this list, but that's alright. Yeah, honestly, I put it in. Next one up is Tombstone, and Tombstone is because I like using it to counter like P.E.K.K.A.s, Knights. It's just a great card on defense because it spawns the Skarmy, or not Skarmy, but like a couple Larrys after. So it's just pretty good overall on defense and a good card if you need a few more minions to tank. Next card up is going to be Witch. Now Witch, in my opinion, is going to be... Witch is going to have to go in... because, like, I don't know, one Fireball takes her out. Valkyrie, she's just not hard to counter. The skeletons aren't that great. But she's good if you place her in, like, the back behind a push. But other than that, in my opinion, maybe in lower arenas she's better, but in my opinion, once you get into leagues, she's not that great. Next card is going to be Bowler. Bowler is going to be trash. Okay, he's fun to play with, but for the amount of damage he does and how easy he is to kill, he's just not that great. Yeah, honestly not good. Next card up, Ram Riders. No, get it out of here. Ram Rider is a knockoff of Hog Rider. It will never be as good as Hog Rider. Hog Rider is elite. Hog Rider's better in every way. And Ram Rider sucks. So that's why Ram Rider's an ew. Get it out of the game. Next card up is Magic Archer. I'm going to put it in good just because it can hit through a lot of targets. Plus it does ground and air and can still hit tower. And I just really like that. It's pretty good overall. Tornado's going to be good as well because it can pull cards to the King Tower to get Activo Torre. And it's just really good overall doing that. I mean, that's really one of its main uses, or it can group targets together if you're trying to, like, rocket something or just get more splash damage in with, like, a wizard or something. Next card is Rage, and I'm going to put that in because really, it's good, but it's not good, you know what I'm saying? Like, paired with, like, Elite Barbs, it's good, but it ain't good. Like, yeah. I'm sure you go, next card up is going to be the Skeleton Barrel. I'm going to put it in trash because, Zap. Barbarian Barrel, Log. There's just a lot of things that counter it, and honestly, it's just kind of like a waste of space, in my opinion. Next card up, we got Night Witch. Night Witch is trash. So bad that it's going to be put in ew. It has to hit melee. I'm sorry, what? Huh? It hits melee? A witch hits melee? No. And the bats die in one hit. Like, they're just bad. They do barely any damage. It literally has to hit melee. It's got no health. It's just bad. Next card up is a Mortar. Mortar's Mortar's gonna have to be put in because it does good damage on tower, but it's just too easy to counter and doesn't have that much health. Next one is gonna be Goblin Gang, and I'm gonna put it in as well because it's fun to play with, but honestly, Zap kills it. There's just a lot of things to counter. It's a minion. Next up, Barbarian Barrel. I'm gonna put Barbarian Barrel in good, because it can do a lot of damage on tower. Plus, you can log bait players with it. If you're using like a log bait deck, or just you can bait their log. Log bait and baiting log is two different things, just next up is Bandit. Bandit for me, ha level. For 3 elixir, the dash damage is like 500. And then per hit it's like 200-300 damage, so it's just really good. The health is not bad. It's really good on defense. Surprisingly, it's insane on offense. It just runs through targets, and it's just really good. Next card up is you got the Barbarian Hut, and honestly, it's kind of trash. For 7 elixir, that's just a lot. I would never use it. It's super easy to counter, and it's overall just a horrible elixir trade. Now we've got Bomber, and I'm gonna put Bomber in good. Okay, a lot of people hate Bomber. Okay, but I personally like using it because it's really good behind pushes. So if I'm ever playing a Bomber, it's just a really good side card, just to get a lot of damage in there. Next up, Cannon Cart. Cannon Cart has to be good. Okay, a lot of people hate on Cannon Cart, but considering it can turn into a building when it dies, plus if it just locks on the tower, it can get us a lot of damage in before it dies. So it's just a really great card in my opinion. Next card is going to be Giant, and I'm going to put it in E because even with its buffs it got recently in the new update, it's still pretty trash overall. And it's just garbage. I mean, he's not too bad, but next card that we got is Goblin Hut, and it's gonna have to go with the Barbarian Hut. It spawns a couple Spear Goblins. They're not even good. I mean, they're just trash. I would never use it. 5 elixir. It's super easy to counter. Not worth it. Next card up, you got Royal Giant, and Royal Giant's gonna have to go in good. It's super good when you actually play it right. I mean, it's not melee, so it's range, so it does a lot of damage. Plus, it's just really good to make a push out of a Royal Giant, and yeah, that's why I put it there. Next card up is Knight. Now, it's gonna have to go in E because if ever making a deck, I would always choose Valkyrie over Knight, just because Valkyrie has more health, more damage, and for 1 elixir more, I think it's just a lot better choice than Knight. But don't get me wrong, Knight's good, but you couldn't put it in the same class as Valkyrie because Valkyrie's just that much better for 1 more elixir. I'm sorry, but ew. Mega Minion is ew. It does sucky damage. It's not good at countering. 3 elixir, it should be 1. It's just not good. Fireball. Fireball is good. Gotta love a good fireball. Splash damage, really good at taking out pretty much every target. Does a ton of damage, and especially when you mirror it to level like 14 or 15, that's delicious because it just does a ton of damage. Poison is trash. Okay. Look, okay, so it does decent tower damage, but let's real 13 damage a second. Who's doing 13 damage a second? That's so bad. Nobody's gonna use that. I'm sorry, but what if the opponent like fireballs your tower by the time you're trying to like poison it? Like, it just sucks. Just use fireball. Next card is P.E.K.K.A. Now it's good. Okay, it's not hee haw level. I'm sorry, but next to Mega Knight, P.E.K.K.A. looks trash. P.E.K.K.A.'s good, not Mega Knight level though. Elixir Collector, possibly the worst card in the game. Maybe only a little bit better than Ram Rider. Elixir Collector is awful. If you use it, please leave. I never want to see you again. It's such a bad card. Okay, 6 elixir for something that barely gives you more than that and can just be fireballed or even arrowed probably. Just not good. Next card we got Dark Prince. I'm gonna put it in E because I would always rather use Prince over Dark Prince. So it can't be on the same level, but it's still not bad on defense. And yeah, it's just a pretty good card for 4 elixir. Now the old fire spirits, would be good because it used to spawn 3 of them. But now that they only spawn 1, it's gonna go in E with the ice spirit. A little bit better than it though, so I'm gonna put it ahead of it. But yeah, it personally I would rather use fire spirit over ice spirit. Royal Recruits. Now I got mixed feelings on these because I'm still gonna put them in OO. Because this is more of like a use in ladder tier list. But if this is a use in like a touchdown draft tier list, these things are god level. But because this is a ladder tier list, it's going to have to go in ooh, unfortunately. Next card up is Goblin Giant. And I'm going to put it in eh. You know, it's like, doesn't do that much damage. The Spear Goblins really don't do that much damage. It's pretty easy to counter, and I mean, it's kind of like Giant, just like a little bit better for a little more elixir. It's not that great. Barbarian Barrel is also gonna go in because it's nowhere. It's nowhere good as near log in my opinion. So it can't be in the same class, but it's still arguably decent. So yeah, it's gonna go in Next card up is going to be goblins. Now they're trash. Okay, they're just the same thing as spirit goblins. They're not good. Don't use them. I'm sorry, but they're just not good. So I'm glad we got that cleared up. Lightning's gonna go in. Lightning's gonna have to go in good, just because of how it can counter pushes. Like Three Musketeers. If somebody, God knows why, but we can counter them, or it's just a pretty good card overall if you're using like a 2.8 hog cycle. Next card is Battle Ram. Trash. No. Yeah, it's gonna go trash because, it's not great. It's pretty easy to be countered. It's just not great. I mean, if you know how to play it, it's decent, but it's just not that great. I'm gonna put archers in ew. For 3 elixir, you're getting 2 archers that are just die super easy and don't do much damage. Personally, I think they're ew. Next card is Flying Machine. That's an ew. That is ew. Get it out of here. That's like on the same class as Ram Rider. It's just not good. Mirror, finally, top tier card right there. Mirror for 1 more elixir. Whatever card you play, plus 1 elixir, you get to play it twice. Are you kidding me? That's so good. So that's definitely top tier. I don't care what people say. It's top tier. Next up, we got the Zappies. And I'm going to put them at Zappies are going to be because honestly, they're really good at stopping like big pushes. They can stop a Sparky or like a P.E.K.K.A. They can delay a lot, which is just super helpful. They just stop heavy targets. The Royal Hogs are ew. Okay, they do like 30 damage a hit. They're just not good. They're just not good. So yeah, they're just not great. That's why I wouldn't use them. Next one up, we got this little guy called the Expo. Now, I'm going to put the Expo in good because I know there's a lot of good cards, but it's because there's a lot of good cards in the game. But I'm going to put Expo in good because, honestly, if you know how to play an Expo deck really well, it's super hard to play against, and it's just really good overall. I like pairing Expo with like a Wizard sometimes or something like that. But yeah, it's just a really great card overall. Next card up, we got a Royal Ghost. I'm gonna put a Royal Ghost in for 3 elixir, you're getting a card that goes invisible, so it can sneak past like hidden Teslas or something. But I mean, it doesn't do much damage, and the splash damage is not that great. So I'm gonna put it in Next card up is Golem. Personally, for 8 elixir, Golem is trash. It's really not hard to counter at all most of the time, unless you're playing like a really good person that knows how to use Golem. I mean, yeah, this is all personal, and I would not use Golem ever. Ewiz is gonna have to be ha level for me because, listen, Ewiz can stop anything that like needs to charge up or like does like damage over time, like Inferno Dragon, Inferno Tower, Sparky, anything like that. Sorry, excuse me. Plus, it has spawn damage, which is really good at taking out anything pretty much on the ground, any minion, or in the sky as well. And it's just a really great card overall, which I really like using. Balloon is going to go good level because with the recent update, it just hits so fast now. It's just not even funny how fast it hits. And when paired with Lumberjack nowadays, it's just unfair. Unless like somebody else like a Hunter. But still, it's just not fair in my opinion. Next card up is going to be Baby Dragon. I'm going to put Baby Dragon in trash. Okay. Fireball, a lot of stuff just counters it. It's not that great. In lower arenas, I know I used to use it a lot, but now in leagues, when there's just so many more cards, it's not that great. I wouldn't use it. Next card up is gonna be Ice Wizard. Ice Wizard is ew. Okay, 3 elixir. The spawn damage doesn't even kill a Skarmy. So, spawn damage plus Ice Wizard can't kill a Skarmy. Skarmy kills that. Like, what? That is so bad. Who would ever use it? Plus, the damage is, like, so horrible. It's not even worth it. Just get it out of the game at this point. I mean, it was my first legendary, so that's cool, but still, it's just not good. Next card up is Bats. I'm gonna put Bats good. Bats are very good at like, just dealing a ton of damage really quick because there's so many of them. Plus, for only 2 elixir. It's just a pretty great card overall. I mean, I know a lot of stuff counters it, but it's still a good card. Definitely more people should use it. Mini Peck is gonna go in good because for 4 elixir, you're getting something that does like 600, 700, 800 damage a hit, depending on what level you have. And considering you get it in such a low level, it's just really good. Overall. Next up is Rocket. Rocket's trash. I'm sorry, but like, okay, look, Rocket's good, but I just miss Rocket. I need something with a bigger radius, otherwise I'm just gonna miss it. So yeah, Rocket's trash. Oh my gosh, man, get this stupid Lava Hound out of the game. It does like 4 damage, I swear. Like, you could play this thing down, let it fully hit tower, and by the time it's dead, it did like 4 damage. It's just not good. So just get out of the game. Now, the final card of the video that we'll be reviewing is Princess. Now, Princess is trash. Log kills it, arrows kills it, lots of things kill it. It's not good. It's just bad. Get it out of here. Honestly, not good. Would not use it. Yeah, that's just my opinion, I guess, but it's pretty bad overall. So once again, this was just my opinion. Don't get mad at me if you love playing Royal Hog decks or Golem decks or love Sparky with all your heart's content. But yeah, that was the video today. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any changes you would make, leave it in the comments. Sorry it was a bit of a longer one, but I hope that's not a problem. And I hope you enjoy. Yeah, thank you for watching.